Bringing joy to another lights 1,000 suns within. All men know the utility of useful things, but they do not know the utility of utility. Choose to correct your mistakes rather than comparing it to others. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. It is not worth the while to let our imperfections disturb us always. Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Don't flail against the world, use it. Flexibility is the operative principle in the art of war. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. Follow your heart, then root its longing with the facts. Sometimes your only available transportation is a leap of faith. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. Keep creating. The world yearns to celebrate your next masterpiece. It's better this way, sister. There's more to life than staying safe. Search of truth is actually a search of strength to handle the truth. The only source of knowledge is experience. A ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it's built for. Never curse a fall. The ground is where humility lives. Pretend to be weak, so your enemy may grow arrogant. Prioritize your physical and mental health. They are your most valuable assets. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Your words start to lose value when your actions don't match. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. But every difference of opinion is not a difference of principle. Lower your expectations, but never lower your standards. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Communism is the final logic of the dehumanization of man. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. Weakness of attitude becomes weakness of character. There's nothing you can't do if you want it bad enough. They can't tell so much about you if you got your eyes closed. If you follow the enemy's shifts and changes, you can always find a way to win. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. Learn from who you were, appreciate who you've become, and carefully invest into who you want to be. Success, for most people, requires unlearning as much as learning. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. If I work hard enough, there will be things I can do tomorrow that I can't do today. Those who realize their folly are not true fools. Stop leaving and you will arrive. Stop searching and you will see. Stop running away and you will be found. Make improvements, not excuses. Seek respect, not attention. Don't set your goals by what other people deem important. When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. Remember to be kind with your words, especially to yourself. I do not believe in taking the right decision. I take a decision and make it right. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers if we subdivide them. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. To know that we know what we know, and that we do not know what we do not know, that is true knowledge. Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. Always stand up for truth, regardless of who steps on it. I only want to write, and there's no college for that, except life. At some point, we all look up and realize that we are lost in a maze. Whatever you believe with feeling becomes your reality. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. The most important thing about a technology is how it changes people. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right. A single experiment can prove me wrong. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. It would be so nice if something made sense for a change. Do no harm and leave the world a better place than you found it. I was never aware of any other option but to question everything. Have faith. Have faith. When you have nothing else, have faith. The gods are fond of the cryptic and dislike the evident. Everything has to be all right. Maybe not today, but eventually. You see me walking away. I see myself walking towards greatness. Study the past if you want to define the future. It is a very natural human trait to destroy that which frightens us. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. People ought to fight to keep their law as to defend the city's walls. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. You grow mentally weak when your life is too comfortable. I am not good at noticing when I'm happy, except in retrospect. Settle one difficulty, and you keep 100 away. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. It was always the becoming he dreamed of, never the being. I can't go into detail, but it's why I went to the special meeting at the Pentagon. The smallest light has greater power than the largest darkness. Do not let the roles you play in life make you forget who you are. Never say anything about yourself you don't want to come true. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. When you say I and my too much, you lose the capacity to understand the we and our. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. If water derives lucidity from stillness, how much more the faculties of the mind? Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. The truth will set you free, but not until it is finished with you. A life fueled by passions is like riding on the back of a dragon. Pretend inferiority and encourage his arrogance. Focus on the step in front of you, not the whole staircase. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. No one from the outside can tell or show you what is in your heart. Fear is the polio of the soul, which prevents our walking by faith. Freedom is the right to tell people what they do not want to hear. Life is fragile. We're not guaranteed a tomorrow, so give it everything you've got. There's no such thing in anyone's life as an unimportant day. Positive expectations are the mark of the superior personality. You know, there's no such thing as a complete lie. There's always some truth in there.